Hi, minasan konnichiwa. Japanimation desu. Same location as last year. Here with Troy. Sorry about that. Same as last time. 1 year later, we're doing another shoe review. Last time, it was of these Farangs Elevates. I've barely worn them because my other shoes lasted quite long, longer than I expected.
Yeah, you had rips through your toes and everything.
There was like rips through here, there. But yeah, I'm starting to wear these now. As of a few days ago, Storror, probably one of the biggest parkour brands, teams, have just released their actually second shoe, the Storror TENS Mark II, and I actually bought them. So, Storror TENS, I've worn them, I'm going to review them, let's go. Sorry if it's a bit windy. I'm going to be comparing these with the Farang Elevates. First impressions, straight away when I bought these, I could tell that the sole was a lot thicker than the Farangs. At least it felt a lot thicker. Here it doesn't seem like there's much difference, but when I'm wearing it I can feel the difference in the sole thickness a lot. With the Elevates I can kind of feel the ground. With these I can't feel that much. That's one thing that I wasn't too sure about when I bought these, but I suppose that these shoes are kind of designed for more beginners maybe, and designed to take a bit more impact than the Elevates. Actually, I took this one height drop, that's pretty large for me, and it still felt quite comfortable. These take impact really well, so if you want to take a lot of height drops like Dom, I recommend these. But after wearing it, it wasn't too bad. Sure, I couldn't feel the ground as much as the Elevates, but these were actually pretty decent in terms of sole thickness. I wasn't too sure about the grip. It felt a bit, I thought it may be a bit slippery. So while training, I was actually kind of scared, especially on rails, that I may slip out because of the grip. I wasn't used to it, but they actually gripped on quite nicely. I say I prefer the Farang's grip. It felt a lot grippier, but this grip is pretty good as well. Yeah, it just takes a bit of getting used to, I suppose, switching from the Elevates to these. You want to say anything?
I don't know. The only thing, these don't bend as much.
Yeah,
from
that
what
as well.
I felt.
So I got the Farangs, they're really easy to bend. Like, they're very flexible. Whereas these ones, it's a bit stiffer.
Although I guess that's kind of more suited for beginners, because a beginner is more likely to twist their ankle.
Yeah.
And that kind of prevents it more if it's stiffer.
But I'll come on to that point in a bit. These aren't as flexible basically as the Elevates. Material wise, they got like mesh, suede, whatever you call it here. They've actually reinforced this bit quite a bit, which is actually quite good, so there's no splitting down here like I've got with my current shoes. Yeah, they've actually reinforced like all the important areas, the key areas where it's most likely to break, which is generally tip of here. Yeah. It's actually very comfortable.
I'd say they look a bit more generic compared to the Farangs.
Yeah, these look a lot more like your average running shoes.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got the Storror logo here, you've got the Storror TENS, you can't properly see it. Yeah, I like the design of the shoe. They haven't got this flappy label here. I don't know what you call it. What do you call this?
I don't know.
The tongue?
The tongue, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The tongue bit there. You don't have this. It's all one piece. This bit, it's all part of one shoe. There's no bits that's like flapping around. I like that design. The fact that it's quite clean. You don't have to worry about the tongue like being all over the place.
Is the tongue a thing you worry about with the Farang?
Not really, but it's just a lot easier to put on.
Yeah, one
take
piece.
off.
Yeah.
So ankle support, I'd say I thought initially it was roughly the same as the Elevates. They are all underneath the ankle, but when I was doing my 360 prees, I felt my ankles give way a little bit while wearing these, so that was a bit of a worry for me because I like doing my 360s, and yeah, I felt as though I'll get ankle thing or I'll sprain my ankle. I was actually kind of surprised about that, and yeah, I'm slightly worried whenever I'm doing my 360s, but I don't know whether it's my technique or whether it's these shoes, but something to keep in mind.
Your technique's been alright.
Yes, recently it's been improving, but yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment a bit and see whether these are actually suited for 360s or not. So size-wise, when I first bought it and when I first put it on, it felt really tight around the toe area. I couldn't wriggle my toes around. With these, I can wriggle my toes around. I've got a lot of flexibility and a lot of movement in my feet. Whereas these, it felt as though everything was being compressed by this top bit. it felt really tight, and I felt as though, yeah, it just felt really tight. But I've gotten used to it, so it's not too bad. In fact, it could actually work because it actually fits quite snugly against your foot. I suppose it's just a different style of shoe compared to the Frangs. In terms of sizes, they only did like size 7, size 8, size 9s. I am generally size 7.5 to 8, so I bought the 8s, but these are actually pretty perfect for me. Yeah, I was kind of worried that they may not have my size, that size 7 would be too small and size 8 would be too large, but these are actually pretty decent. What size are you?
I'm size 8/9, depending on the shoe type.
Yeah. Do you think you can fit these?
I can try if you want. I don't think so though. Yeah, they look tight. My ankle can't get in. Do they do size 9?
They do size 9, yeah. They just don't do halves.
Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough. That's a bit peak if you're like proper half size.
Yeah.
Then you can't get either.
So that's something that I was worrying about. I suppose it's quite solid shoe, like in terms of it's not going to break easily. Weight wise, it's a bit heavier than the Frangs. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Probably like the little tiniest bit. I would say.
I would have thought that these are a lot heavier than what they look. It's actually not that much difference. These are lighter, definitely. Price was 60 quid, a lot more affordable than the Frangs, which is something that I was really surprised about. Parkour shoes, they can be a bit pricey, but they've actually managed to keep down the cost, which I'm really happy about. So 60 quid, quite affordable.
How much were the Frangs?
Like almost 100. A massive difference. Yeah, I was actually really surprised. I was expecting it to be like 80, 90 quid for these, but the fact that they're £60, that's really good.
Any improvements you would make to the shoe if you're making it?
If I'd make any improvement, I was cut down on the amount of sole there is.
Yeah.
So that I can feel the ground a bit more, because it feels as though I've gone back to my old shoes that I used to wear when I initially started parkour, which had like thick soles. At the moment, I've only worn it for like a few days, so I'd give it so far an 8 out of 10 for shoe. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. So once these have been destroyed, then I'll be moving over to these ones.
I think that'll take a long time though for them to get destroyed.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be in Japan for a whole month. Probably going to be training most days. So let's see how much these get battered. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave any comments down in the section below if you've bought these or if you want to buy these, whatever. See you guys in the next video.